Yes, students. Today's our topic is machines. Yes. 1,000 years ago, our life depended entirely on human effort. But over a period of time, the human intelligence has made our life much simpler. This came about mainly due to the invention of simple machines, which reduced human effort but increased the resultant work. Machines play an important role in our daily life. A lot of mechanical devices have made our life much easier and comfortable. For example, to open a soft drink bottle, we use a bottle opener. See here, we are using this type of bottle opener to open a soft drink bottle. Yes, which is a lever, which belongs to the simple machine type, that is lever. To pull a bucket of water from a well, we use a single pulley. See a single pulley, we are making use of it to lift a bucket of water from the well. To cut fruits and vegetables, we use a knife. We are making use of the knife to cut fruits and vegetables. To open a tight nut, we use a spanner or a wrench. Again, they are the simple machines. To lift heavy load, we use an inclined plane. So, inclined plane is used to heavy load from the ground level to the higher level. So, in all these things, the use of machines make the job easier. Okay. Now, we discuss about just these are all the machines we are making use of it in our life to make our job easier. Next, we study about the functions of the machine. What are the main functions of a machine? Functions of a machine. What are the main functions? First one, the machine acts like a force multiplier. That is, the machine acts as the force multiplier. Force multiplier means by making use of the machine, we are obtaining gain in force. That is the meaning of a machine acts as the force multiplier. By using the machine, we are obtaining gain in force. That is, a machine can overcome a large resistance by applying a lesser force. This force multiplier means the machine which overcomes a large resistance by applying a lesser force. That is, the effort applied is less than the load which is going to be overcome by the machine. That is the meaning of force multiplier. Yes. Example for the machine which acts as the force multiplier. For example, we can move the heavy stone using an inclined plane. See here, a heavy load using an inclined plane can be transferred from the ground level to the higher level. And in the car service stations and all, they are making use of the jack screw, which is used to lift the car single-handedly. Again, a heavy load can be raised by the use of pulley or a pulley system. They make use of the pulley system to raise the heavy load. All these are acting as the force multiplier. By making use of these machines, we obtain gain in force. That is, the effort applied is less than the load to be overcome by the machine. That is the meaning of force multiplier. Next one, a machine can be used to apply the force in a convenient direction. This, the machine is used to change the direction of force applied. To change the direction of force applied. A machine can be used to change the direction of the force applied. For this, we can make use of an example. In the case of the single pulley, when we want to draw a bucket of water from the well, if we are using it directly, we have to lift it vertically upward direction. That is, we have to apply force in a vertically upward direction by standing just at the edge of the well, and it is not convenient. But by making use of the single fixed pulley, we can raise the bucket by applying the force in a downward direction by standing at a suitable distance from the edge of the well. See here, when we are making use of the single fixed pulley, you are see the hand. The hand is applying the force in the downward direction. That is, he is pulling the rope with the help of the hand in the downward direction. That is, the force is applied in a convenient direction. So by making use of this single fixed pulley, we can raise the bucket by applying the force in the downward direction by standing at a suitable distance from the edge of the well. It makes our job much easier and convenient. So if you are lifting the bucket of water directly from the well, we have to lift it in the vertically upward direction, which is inconvenient. But by making use of the single fixed pulley, we are applying the effort in the downward direction, which is convenient and easy. Yes, and next one, a machine can be used to change the point of application of the force to a convenient point. That is, by making use of the machine, we can apply the force at a convenient point. Yes, to change the point of application of force to a convenient point. Yes, by using the machine, we can change the point of application of the force to a convenient point. Okay, for this I can give an example. Whenever the screw to be fixed inside the body of an object, okay, it cannot be done directly by our hand. So in this case, to fix the screw, we make use of a screwdriver. Okay, in the case of the screwdriver, we apply the force conveniently at its handle, and the force what we have applied on the handle is transferred to the screw and moves the screw easily. Yes, the screw can be easily moved by applying the force on the handle of the screwdriver. Again, in the case of the bicycle, we are applying the force on the pedal and its effect is transferred to the rear wheel with the help of the chain system. So these two we can give it as an example. Bicycle is a machine where we are applying on the pedals, which is transferred to the rear wheels with the help of the chain system. There we are applying the force in a convenient point. Again, in the case of to tight or loosen the screw which is inside the body, where we cannot do it directly with our hand, there we make use of the screwdriver. The case of the screwdriver, we are applying the force conveniently on the handle of the screwdriver, which will be transferred to the screw. So in these two cases, we are using the screwdriver as well as the bicycle, the two machines where we are changing the point of application of the force to the convenient point. Next one, a machine can act as the speed multiplier. The meaning is that by making use of the machine, we can obtain gain in speed. Yes, and the two example which the machine which can act as a speed multiplier, a pair of scissors. In the case of the pair of scissors, then the pair of scissors is used to cut a cloth or to cut a paper. Its blades move longer distance, longer in the paper or in the cloth, where its handles move a little. For a small displacement of the force applied on the handle, that will produce the larger displacement of the blades on the object which is to be cut. Even in the case of the knife, if you see that, we are applying the force on the handle, yes or no? But the blade of the knife moves longer by giving a small displacement to its handle. By applying the small effort on the handle, we make the smaller displacement on the handle, which produces a larger displacement of the blades of the knife on the vegetables or the fruits, which we can cut it easily. So in this case, the pair of scissors as well as the knife are used to obtain gain in speed. So machine, by using the machine, we can obtain gain in speed, or the machine acts as the speed multiplier. So the main functions of a machine are: the machine acts as the force multiplier. The machine can be used to change the direction of the force applied. By using the machine, we can change the point of application of force to the convenient point. A machine acts as the speed multiplier. And example for force multiplier, we can give an example: inclined plane. Actually, force multiplier means a machine can overcome a large resistive force by applying a lesser force. That is, the effort applied is less than the load. Okay, then we obtain gain in force by using that machine. Example: inclined plane and jack screw, which is used for lifting the car, and a crowbar, which is used for lifting the heavy stone from one place to the other. All these things all these machines will act as the force multiplier. Next one, to change the direction of the force supply, single fixed pulley, which we are using it to lift a small load or lift a bucket of water from a well. Okay, there we are applying the force in the convenient direction. That is, in the case of the single fixed pulley, we are applying the force on the rope in the downward direction. That is the along force of gravity, which is convenient. Next one, to change the point of application of the force, you can give example bicycle as well as the screwdriver. The screwdriver, we are conveniently applying the force on the handle, which will be effected on the very minute screw to tighten it, which is located in a place where we cannot insert our hand to do it. At the same time, to change the point of application of the force, one more example you can give, that is in the case of the bicycle, where we are applying the force conveniently on the pedal, which will be transmitted to the rear wheel with the help of the chain system. Next one, speed multiplier, pair of scissors and knife, by using which we obtain gain in speed. Yes. Next we discuss about the technical terms related to a machine. Technical terms related to a machine. Let's discuss about few technical terms related to a machine. First one, load. Load is represented by the symbol L. Actually, it is the resistive force being overcome by a machine. Load is the resistive force being overcome by the machine, and it is represented by the symbol L. So, I can say load is the resistive force being overcome by the machine. Resistive force being overcome by the machine is called as the load. Resistive force being overcome by the machine is called as the load, which is represented by the symbol L. Second one is effort. Effort is represented by the symbol E. Yes, the force applied on the machine by the operating person to overcome the load. Yes, this is the force applied on the machine. Force applied on the machine, we call it as the effort. For what purpose we are applying the force on the machine? Force applied on the machine to overcome the load is called as the effort. Actually, the effort, there is the force applied on the machine by the operating person, that we call it as the effort. What purpose we are applying the effort on the force on the machine? To overcome the load. So, the force applied on the machine by the operating person to overcome the load is called as the effort. It is represented by the symbol E. Okay. Next term is mechanical advantage. Yes. Mechanical advantage is represented by in the small way by writing it as M dot A, capital M dot capital A. What is mechanical advantage? Actually, the mechanical advantage relates the load and effort. Yes, load is the resistive force overcome by the machine. Effort is the force applied on the machine. The relation connecting load and effort, we call it as the mechanical advantage. So, the mechanical advantage is the ratio between the load to effort. That is, the load overcome by the machine to the effort applied on the machine. This ratio is called as the mechanical advantage. Mathematically, we can write mechanical advantage is equal to load overcome by the machine divided by effort applied on the machine. Yes, the relation connecting load and effort is given by mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage is the ratio between the load overcome by the machine to the effort applied on the machine. Now, the value of the mechanical advantage will decide the function of the machine. Already we have discussed about the functions of the machine. So, now we discuss about the value of the mechanical advantage. We have studied that the expression for mechanical advantage is the mechanical advantage is equal to load by effort. It is the ratio between load to effort. load by effort. Yes, the load is represented by the symbol L and the effort is represented by the symbol E. Yes, if load overcome by the machine is greater than the effort applied on the machine, then substitute this here, then the mechanical advantage of that machine will be greater than 1, then the machine will act as the force multiplier. The machine acts as the force multiplier if the load overcome by the machine is greater than the effort applied on the machine. Yes. So, the mechanical advantage will decide the function of the machine. The machine will function as a force multiplier if the mechanical advantage of the machine is greater than 1. So, when will the mechanical advantage of the machine be greater than 1? If the load overcome by the machine is greater than the effort applied on the machine, then the mechanical advantage of the machine will be greater than 1. Second case, if the load overcome by the machine is less than the effort applied on the machine, then the mechanical advantage of the machine will be less than 1. In this case, the machine will act as the speed multiplier. That is, by using the machine, we obtain gain in speed. So, the machine acts as the speed multiplier when the mechanical advantage of the machine is less than 1. That means, when the load overcome by the machine is less than the effort applied on the machine, then the mechanical advantage of the machine will be less than 1. Then the machine will act as the speed multiplier. Third case, if the load overcome by the machine is equal to effort applied on the machine, then the mechanical advantage of that machine will be equal to 1. In this case, the machine can be used to apply the effort at a convenient point or in a convenient direction. To apply the effort at a convenient point or in a convenient direction. Yes. So, when the mechanical advantage of the machine is equal to 1, the machine can be used to apply the effort at a convenient point or in a convenient direction. For this, the load overcome by the machine will be equal to the effort applied on the machine. Yes. So, all the functions of the machines are performed here. Machine acts as the force multiplier, machine acts as the speed multiplier to apply the effort at a convenient point or in a convenient direction. Yes. So, for the machine to act as the force multiplier, the mechanical advantage of the machine should be greater than 1. For the machine to act as the speed multiplier, the mechanical advantage of the machine should be less than 1. If the mechanical advantage of the machine is equal to 1, by using the machine, we can apply the effort at a convenient point or in a convenient direction. Now, let us go through the machines what we have discussed earlier. See here, um, inclined plane. So, inclined plane will act as the force multiplier because here the effort applied is less than the load. Yes, the load overcome by the inclined plane is greater than the effort applied. So, inclined plane will have the mechanical advantage greater than 1. So, it acts as the force multiplier. Yes. Now, in the case of the pulley, yes, the load and the effort will be the same. That is, whatever effort you are applying, that is equal to the load. Yes, more. That is, if we neglect the friction, the pulley bearings or the weight of the rope and other things, more or less the effort applied will be equal to the load. Okay, here you are using the single fixed pulley to apply the effort in a convenient direction. By using the pulley, you are applying the effort in the downward direction, that is along the force of gravity, which is convenient. Yes. And in the pair of scissors and in the case of knife, when you apply the effort on the handle will displace for a smaller displacement of the handle that produces a larger displacement of the blades on the cloth or the paper which you want to cut. Yes. So, here the scissors acts as the speed multiplier. That is, by using the scissor, you are obtaining gain in speed. Yes. So, for speed multiplier, we can give scissors, pair of scissors or the knife as an example. Yes. Next one is, yes students, today's class we have discussed about the 3 technical terms pertaining to a machine. They are load, effort and mechanical advantage. Next class, I will continue with the technical terms related to a machine.